Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A prominent attribute or aspect of something. The map showed roads and other features. The principal, full-length film in a program at a movie theater. The feature tonight is Casablanca. Linguistics. A distinctive characteristic of a linguistic unit that serves to distinguish it from other units of the same kind. Have as a feature. This restaurant features the most famous chefs in France. A special or prominent article in a newspaper or magazine. They ran a feature on retirement planning. Wear or display in an ostentatious or proud manner. The characteristic parts of a person's face: eyes and nose and mouth and chin. An expression of pleasure crossed his features. An article of merchandise that is displayed or advertised more than other articles. A prominent attribute or aspect of something. Generosity is one of his best characteristics. Any measurable property of a device measured under closely specified conditions. A distinguishing quality. The integer part, positive or negative, of the representation of a logarithm. In the expression log 643 equals 2.808, the characteristic is 2. Typical or distinctive. Heard my friend's characteristic laugh. The principal, full-length film in a program at a movie theater. Linguistics. A distinctive characteristic of a linguistic unit that serves to distinguish it from other units of the same kind. Serve oneself to, or consume regularly. Undergo, as of injuries and illnesses. Have or possess, either in a concrete or an abstract sense. Have sex with, archaic use. Have ownership or possession of. How many cars does she have? Achieve a point or goal. Go through, mental or physical states or experiences. Have a feeling. Get something. Come into possession of. A person who possesses great material wealth. Organize or be responsible for. Have, throw, or make a party. Undergo. Have as a feature. Cause to be born. Cause to move. Cause to be in a certain position or condition. Cause to do. Cause to act in a specified manner. Receive willingly something given or offered. The only girl who would have him was the miller's daughter. Have a personal or business relationship with someone. Have a postdoc. Have left. I have 2 years left. Suffer from. Be ill with. A special or prominent article in a newspaper or magazine. Speaking of yourself in superlatives. Show off. Wear or display in an ostentatious or proud manner. Someone who engages in sports. Play boisterously. Maine colloquial, a temporary summer resident of Maine. Wear or display in an ostentatious or proud manner. She was sporting a new hat. An active diversion requiring physical exertion and competition. Biology, an organism that has characteristics resulting from chromosomal alteration. Verbal wit or mockery, often at another's expense but not to be taken seriously. He said it in sport. A person known for the way she, or he, behaves when teased or defeated or subjected to trying circumstances. A good sport. The occupation of athletes who compete for pay. A characteristic property that defines the apparent individual nature of something. The characteristic parts of a person's face: eyes and nose and mouth and chin. His lineaments were very regular. A construct whereby objects or individuals can be distinguished. Self-confidence is not an endearing property. Any movable articles or objects used on the set of a play or movie. Something owned. Any tangible or intangible possession that is owned by someone. That had as my property. Any area set aside for a particular purpose. The president was concerned about the property across from the White House. A basic or essential attribute shared by all members of a class. A construct whereby objects or individuals can be distinguished. Magnitude or extent. Indicate the dimensions on. These techniques permit us to dimension the human heart. One of 3 Cartesian coordinates that determine a position in space. Shape or form to required dimensions. The magnitude of something in a particular direction, especially length or width or height. A construct whereby objects or individuals can be distinguished. Decide as to where something belongs in a scheme. Attribute or credit to. We attributed this quotation to Shakespeare. An abstraction belonging to or characteristic of an entity. Make a film or photograph of something. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. The film was shot on location. A thin sheet of, usually plastic and usually transparent, material used to wrap or cover things. Photographic material consisting of a base of celluloid covered with a photographic emulsion, used to make negatives or transparencies. A medium that disseminates moving pictures. Film coverage of sporting events. A thin coating or layer. The table was covered with a film of dust. Record in film. The coronation was filmed. Look through a book or other written material. Throw or toss with a quick motion. Flick a piece of paper across the table. Cuz to make a snapping sound. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. Shine unsteadily. The candle flickered. Flash intermittently. The lights flicked on and off. Twitch or flutter. The paper flicked. Cuz to move with a flick. He flicked his bic. A light sharp contact, usually with something flexible. He gave it a flick with his finger. A short stroke. Remove with a flick of the hand. Touch or hit with a light, quick blow. Flicked him with his hand. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. They went to a movie every Saturday night. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. A representation of a person or scene in the form of a print or transparent slide or in digital format. Graphic art consisting of an artistic composition made by applying paints to a surface. His pictures hang in the Louvre. A visual representation of an object or scene or person or abstraction produced on a surface. They showed us the pictures of their wedding. A situation treated as an observable object. The political picture is favorable. Show in, or as in, a picture. Illustrations used to decorate or explain a text. The dictionary had many pictures. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. A graphic or vivid verbal description. Too often the narrative was interrupted by long word pictures. A clear and telling mental image. He described his mental picture of his assailant. Imagine, conceive of, see in one's mind. The visible part of a television transmission. They could still receive the sound but the picture was gone. A representation of a person or scene in the form of a print or transparent slide or in digital format. A typical example of some state or quality. The very picture of a modern general. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. A separate section of a legal document, as a statute or contract or will. Bind by a contract, especially for a training period. Grammar. A determiner that may indicate the specificity of reference of a noun phrase. Non-fictional prose forming an independent part of a publication. One of a class of artifacts. An article of clothing. Any part of an organism such as an organ or extremity. Engage in the trade of. Commodities offered for sale. Good business depends on having good merchandise. Spend extravagantly. Commodities offered for sale. Articles of the same kind or material, usually used in combination, silverware, software. The set of elements common to two or more sets. An artifact that has been created by someone or some process. They improve their product every year. Commodities offered for sale. That store offers a variety of products. A quantity obtained by multiplication. The product of 2 and 3 is 6. A chemical substance formed as a result of a chemical reaction. A product of lime and nitric acid. A consequence of someone's efforts or of a particular set of circumstances. Skill is the product of hours of practice. The central or most important feature. Education was the centerpiece of the Democratic Party's political platform. Something placed at the center of something else, as on a table. The central or most important feature. Something placed at the center of something else, as on a table. Those characteristics, both anatomical and psychological, that are strongly associated with one sex relative to the other. feature of an artifact that is added to ensure a user's safety.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.